It's so funny.
Hello, everybody's lit already. I love it.
Hello. Good evening. How's everyone doing? Happy Friday.
I'm already chatting away. How's everybody doing?
That's what she does.
Happy Friday.
I have to get all the gear in order, and she gets to just chat with you guys.
I just get to get on and do all the fun stuff with you guys and say hi and everything. I love it.
Yeah.
Good times. I hope everybody had a good week. As per usual, it's always a crazy week, but Here we are. We have survived.
Absolutely. There's no one on the roads. There's no one in the stores. Everyone's gone.
Yeah, over here in Florida, people have evacuated to vacation time. So the grocery stores and everything kind of have died down a little. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But the weather's it's been good weather. We still have lakefront property in the backyard. Yep. It is hot as F and humid. Oh my God.
It is. It's bad. It's bad. But hey, we just had another chick or two or three hatch.
Yes.
We got a little baby black one. So super cute.
Yeah, he's completely, even his little...
his feet are black. Everything is black. Never seen him.
Cute.
He's just straight black. It's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, welcome. Thank you for being here. Today is going to be, once again, more of a relaxed day. Hold on, before you say hello, everyone, I have done literally 4 videos having to do with this SpaceX Starlink mini dish, because there's more and more information that keeps on dribbling out. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to want to talk about that mini dish tonight, because it is just not what was expected. I mean, to a point it is, but on the other side, it isn't. And a lot of people that thought that they were going to circumvent the system and be like, yeah, this is going to be cheaper. I don't need that. I don't need anything really fast. 100 megabits or a little bit faster, that's perfect for me. If I can get it cheaper, I will. Originally, we said that the equipment was going to be half price, according to what Elon Musk was saying.
You said, wait a second, and you're diving
hold on.
deep.
But I'm not diving deep. Hold on. But guess what? Instead of it being half price, it's literally more than the standard. I'm just shocked. And I'm sure you guys are too. Anyways, let's jump into saying hello to everyone. There's a bunch of people here already. Thank you for stopping by on a Friday night.
Yes. Happy to have you guys here as usual. I've already been saying hello to a few of you, shouting you out on the chat. Mo, how are you?
How you doing, Mo?
Mo said, and so it goes. Another week passes and Free Speech Friday comes along. No matter how stupid it gets, we'll leave with a good laugh and probably a free t-shirt.
And a free t-shirt. There you go. Look at this one today. I got an interesting one.
Yes.
I got the Futhark
I'm
rooms.
feeling very galactic. I don't know.
Yeah, you got stars or something going on.
Sparkles, whatever.
It's cool. It works. I like it.
Mo also said maybe, just maybe, we might get a sight of Bigfoot or Sasquatch.
Could be.
Or as I like to call him, Big Sassy. Yes.
Big Sassy.
You never know, Mo. You never know. Hello, Butch.
There was something out there the other night. I got a call when I was out in the studio.
That was last night.
Was it last night? Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, I don't know. There's something out there. It sounds like a bark, but it's not a bark. It sounds like a bark. I'm like, what the hell is it this time?
I went in the hot tub, and it was late. And our hot tub is in the patio. It's screened in, but you can't see shit out there. And every time I go out there in the hot tub,
barking.
It sounded like someone let their little terrier dog out, and it barked twice. Obviously, is when I tell you guys,
it was something else. Who knows what it was.
So, but then I forgot, and Joe's right, that alligators will make dog barks on purpose. Yeah, so I'm like, well, shit, with all the water that we have back there, it's kind of close to the patio, so it freaked me out a little because I couldn't see.
Yeah, the little screening is not going to keep out an alligator.
Yeah, and so I was in the hot tub, so it's not like I had any type of equipment to protect myself with,
Yes.
So
no pew-pew?
No, yeah.
No bow?
Anyways.
No arrow?
Yeah,
no
so
nothing.
Mo,
Mo.
One day I'm going to have video. I'm telling you something.
Yeah, it could be. We'll show it.
All right, so I'm going to say hi to Butch Landers
doing,
in Texas.
Butch
John,
is here.
How are you? John Wolf, Fragile 1976. How you doing? Dominic. Honey Badgers, Travis, RGSD Rules, Eric Miller, Chris, City Twister HD,
City Twister,
Gustavo Montefer. Hello, glad I found your channel.
Thank you for being here.
Hi, Alfonso. How are you from the Dominican Republic? Rubicon. How you doing, Travis?
Rubicon.
Fox Caro, 83 Jeep, Bear. Let me see who else
a lot of
is
people
here. A lot
already.
of people. Yeah, Derry Speck, Pro Copy, David Fofi, and David Colwell. How are you guys doing? Long Hunter John. Hey, y'all from North Carolina. We have ties
I like
in
the
North
poop
Carolina.
emoji, Bear. That's what you need to do. If you are new
Yes.
here or even old, put a poop emoji in there so I know that you're here and we can recognize you.
Yes, Melvin Santa Cruz, FSF. Yes, we are here for it. Thomas, I can't talk tonight. Low Tech Greg, how you doing?
Low
You
Tech
made it.
Greg. How's it going?
Daniel Willitzer, happy Friday from St. Pete in Florida.
Pete.
Hey, on the other
Right up the
side.
road.
Yes, Jeff. How are you? Lake County, California. Thomas.
Thorn?
And
I see
Derry
Thorn.
and Thorn. Yes. Yes. Henry Young. Because of your videos, I got Starlink. Very happy so far. Ian, how
Awesome.
are you? Good evening.
That's
Make sure
good.
your county doesn't tax you extra or watch out, EPA. Seriously. Hey, Sarah from New Zealand.
You got John Wolf ready?
Yes,
Nice.
of course. Fabiola, love your hair. Thank you very much. It's called, I was in a rush today.
Just slick it down.
Yeah.
I did something similar. I don't know.
Yeah. Henry Young, I already said hello. Yeah, so I think we're going,
David
M.
Fofi.
Bad Aluka.
David Fofi.
I did
That
David
is,
already.
I like the name.
Yes,
Cool.
he's 43,000.
From Puerto Rico
To Madrid, Spain.
to
Wow.
Madrid, Spain.
Derry Speck. Yes.
Pro copy?
So, hello everybody again, and let's get to it. So
Yeah.
this whole mini situation is
It's-
okay. So my
it's a maxi
understanding,
situation. It turned into a maxi.
but my understanding of the mini was for it to be like travel and like for
Backpackable.
right. So
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah, so it is backpackable. A lot of what we thought it was going to be, it turned out being. But some of this stuff ended up not being. And one, I took a look at the printed circuit board and it was like 5x4. In one of my videos, I'm like, well, 5x4 is really small. Maybe it'll end up being like a little hockey puck size router. Well, they ended up taking that 5x4 and sticking it inside of the dish. So you end up with this 10 by 8, I think it is, right around there, or 11 by 10, 11 by 8, whatever. It's a very small, it's literally half the size of the standard dish. So that's what it is. And it's all built in. So you have your Wi-Fi coming out, which is crazy. Instead of Wi-Fi 6, they decided to use Wi-Fi 5, old architecture. And I think what they're doing a lot with this is they're using old architecture, old stuff, making it as small and cheap as possible. Because I think what they want to do with this is not only do they want it backpackable, which it is, because it is so small, but they want to use it they want to mass produce this and be able to ship it worldwide, right? And I think that's what's going to happen. Like, even though I'm not happy with how it turned, I mean, I shouldn't say that. They ended up going DC, right? DC power. I asked for DC power a year ago. I'm like, when you come out with a mini and it's portable, make sure that it's DC power so you don't need an inverter. You don't have to go from AC to DC, this kind of nonsense, or DC to AC, vice versa. You don't have to do that, right? You go DC straight through. So you don't end up with the power loss of using an inverter, right? 5%, 10%, 20% depends on how shitty or how good your inverter is. Is it a true sine wave? Is it a good one or is it crap? Anyways, straight DC is awesome. And they ended up using a cable that is the same cable that you're using right now on that Apple.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
crazy.
USB PD power cable. So what that means is you can use that same box or the same cabling and everything. You could use one from Android, from the Apple. You can use, they all work. So that's pretty cool because these USB PDs are actually, I think it's 100 watts by 20 volts and I think 5 amps. So what that means, guys, is if you want to run this on a solar panel and you have some type of step-down converter to be able to run that USB PD, or you can plug, if you have a Jackery or something, you can plug that adapter right into the Jackery and boom, it's going to work. And it's not going to draw a lot of power at all. 25 watts to 40 watts. That's like half the amount of power. It does go up to 60 watts if it needs to melt snow. But if not, it's like 25 to 40 watts. So it's really low power. So this is going to be really good for people that are out and about. But the problem is they ended up doing this thing, whereas instead of you just have this package You buy it, it's yours, you have unlimited access, you only get 50 gigs. After the 50 gigs is used over that month's time, you have to pay $1 per gig, just like a HughesNet or Viasat or all these other pieces of shit companies. They're doing the same type of thing that kind of, it just doesn't make a lot of sense because SpaceX Starlink doesn't do that.
Right.
But I think they're doing it because I feel they heard us. They heard you. All the folks said, you know what, we're just going to buy this instead of using the standard. We're going to get it cheaper, a little bit slower. We're going to take that and we're not going to use the standard one. We're not going to use any other one. And they're like, nope, that's not going to happen on our watch.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on. I want to know what you guys think about it.
All right, well, we're going to get to some of this
Let's get into some questions.
Yes.
So that's kind of like the skinny, so to speak, of what's going on. There's a lot more. But.
Yeah, let me just backtrack a little bit here, you guys, just in case. Also, if you have a question, please put a Q in front of it or at JCristina so that I know it's a question and not just a comment, which I love, but we try to get to the questions, and that helps a lot.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Let me backtrack a little. Okay, Mo. FYI, I admire the graphic JC small things, the video launch on IFT4 in the background, and you are worried about Starlink Mini, LOL. Mo?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Example, would JC ever make a video on Starlink and CG.NAT?
We could do something like that. And I didn't explain, I explained what carrier grade NAT is. So maybe you can look back, but I mean, I could always do another one and kind of get in there and dig in a little bit. But the skinny behind the carrier grade NAT, what Starlink uses, is that you can't have your own static IP address, all right? So, and you can't do port forwarding. It's a problem. The reason being is that they are using carrier grade NAT basically allows them to use like one IP address for like 100 people. So it's the exact same IP address. So you don't have your own unique IP address. So what we use here is we use Pure VPN. Mm-hmm. And using Pure VPN, they've been a sponsor for a long time, but using them, I haven't found another VPN company that does it. They, for like $2-3, okay, you can get a static IP address and you can do port forwarding. So that's what I do. And I mean, for a couple of bucks, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it because SpaceX Starlink, many carriers do not provide static IP addresses anymore. They use this carrier grade NAT bullshit. And the reason being is they're cheap. IPv5 is, let's say, saturated. IPv6 is out there, but they don't want to spend the money to upgrade. That's kind of the skinny. That is what is going on.
All right, 83 Jeep.
She kicked me, just so you know. I cut myself off, but she kicked me. Twice, actually.
83 Jeep. Poop on mini dish.
Yes.
Poop on the mini dish. Yes. Ashley CS, Crazy Ruly. What's up, guys? What tea are you drinking, JC?
What's up? Right now, I have a little bit of, man, can we bring this in? It's a little bit dark.
I thought you said that camera wasn't working.
It is working.
Oh,
there you go.
God.
You see how it's dark? This right here is that smoky lapsang tea. So it's called Fireside. Fireside. So yummy.
Hold on, leave that there because...
Want me to leave it here?
Yeah, for a second. Hold on.
What are you doing?
Well, you guys wanted to see the backyard, and
still... Okay, we can show the backyard. Go ahead.
This is still the backyard. Hold on.
You can put it right up here.
God, I hate phones.
Did it not work? And you have that like screen protector thing on there. Oh, there you go. Up higher, get the glare off, and no, flip it upside down because you're upside down right now. There we go. There you go. Check that out. That is the backyard.
Oh, that's where the kids were floating in. I think I showed this one. It's still the same.
Yep.
The kids were on a skiff last week, and it's still the same.
But see, they're on a skiff, right? And they're rowing, okay, with a shovel. But that is the backyard. It's not a lake.
Not a paddle, a shovel. True Loxahatchee.
True Loxahatchee. Anyways. All right. So there you go. So yeah, it is Fireside.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites. I drink the Fireside a lot. There's a lot of, I mean, we have 5 teas now. The one that's a brand new one It's called Dark Temptation. It has that cacao bean in it, so it has like a chocolatey taste to it, but with no sugar, right? So you add whatever sugar you want to it.
Yes.
But yeah, Dark Temptation.
Okay. I'm just.
You do it. I'm waiting for you now.
Yes,
I'm gonna kick you.
Good. Wait for me. You can wait for me.
I will wait.
John said, "Watch out! You might have to pay more on taxes on that lakefront property. You never know."
Yeah.
Thomas gifted 5 memberships.
Thomas, that's so nice.
Thomas,
thank you.
Thank you. How's the fishing? Fishing is actually good. Our son goes fishing all the time, and
he catches some big ones all the time.
Literally. So if you got a membership, it was from Thomas, Mick Gustafson, Rubicon, Tro's Dunn, and John Beam. Please give a shout out. And I don't know where Peter is tonight, Mo. Peter, where are you?
I think he's
on vacay.
He's on vacay, probably.
Or he's sleeping. I mean,
or he could be sleeping.
He's in Denmark. So.
Yeah, he's in Denmark, so his time is definitely a lot later than here. Thank you for gifting those memberships. Once again, if you got a free membership from Thomas, please say thank you.
Yes. All right. I'm going to get to some questions. I'm trying not to skip, so I'm just looking really quick.
You do that.
Okay, Sarah. JC, do you think the Boeing Starline is doomed now? It's stuck in space plague with issues? Pink poop emoji.
Yeah, I love the pink poop emoji. It's not doomed, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like they've been having a lot of problems. I think a lot of the companies besides SpaceX have been having a lot of problems because they're on like a very, let's say, elongated time frame, right? They are like NASA. They don't like blowing shit up. They want to make sure everything is dead perfect. And then what happens is it ends up still not being perfect, and it just goes on and on and on. That's one of the reasons why Jeff Bezos doesn't have any satellites in orbit. He had 2, which I think it was ULA ended up having to put it up there. His own company couldn't even stick them into orbit. They deorbited those 2. So now, as of right now, the Project Kyper from Jeff Bezos has 0. They got nothing. The 2 are gone. So, I don't know. Hopefully not. Let's see what ends up happening. I will keep watching it. 83 Jeep CJ5. Thank you for the super chat. That's so appreciated.
Thanks, 83 Jeep. Thank
really
you so much.
Really appreciate that. Thank you. The super chats are always wonderful and deeply appreciated. Thank you.
Let's see. Let me backtrack. Sorry.
You backtrack. I'm gonna flop this over just so that people can see this. So this is, while she's looking at this, this is the email that one of you received and you sent it to me. This is the special email that came that no one else was privy to see besides the very few that have the ability to actually order one of these SpaceX Starlink minis. So this is what it looks like. I'll go through it in just a second as soon as we get to a couple more questions.
Yes. I'm seeing, okay, we did Sarah's. Okay. Welch and Sun Farm, how are you?
How are we doing?
So are you ready for 97.5K? You could hit it tonight. I will not buy a poop icon. LOL. Can you imagine?
Yeah, maybe we can hit 97K.
That would be awesome.
We're just, what are we on? We're like, we're just over 3,000 some odd.
96.
What are we at? 96?
96.6?
I don't know.
Or something like
if
that.
If you're not subscribed, consider doing so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But subscribe. And if you're watching, throw the video a thumbs up.
Yes.
Throw a like.
Share.
Share it. This is very, very, very helpful. You guys have been awesome. I mean, we've been doing this for a long time. We're getting close to that 100,000 mark, which is a major milestone.
Yeah.
A major milestone. I'm really excited about it.
You should be very proud of yourself. It's a lot of hard work.
A lot of work,
a lot of
right?
long nights, a lot of research.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you love it. It's still putting time and a lot of effort.
A lot of time and effort into
work.
it. I absolutely love it. I do it for the community, and I enjoy it. If not, I wouldn't do it, right? So, but thank you guys for being here, and thank you for all the shares because that sharing is definitely
and for your constant support of
helping.
being here. You guys, I think on Fridays is when you really get to know, like, because you guys are here all the time, which is awesome. And so
usually I'm talking to,
we can say thank you, and he can say and express the support because you guys are continuously here, so it's very much appreciated. It's awesome. Always.
Really, really much so.
Plus we enjoy it. I enjoy it. And,
yeah, it's fun.
You blow off some steam too.
Absolutely.
Some laughs.
Free Speech Friday.
Electro Phoenix, poop emoji, and hello.
Hello.
Ian, you remind me of singer Sade. Oh my God, I love Sade. I would love to go to one of her concerts. I love her music. That's amazing. I will take the compliment. David Fofi, I'm streaming from my G550 using Starlink. That is awesome.
Wow, cool.
Tito Acosta.
Cool.
Hello from the Peruvian Amazon. John, you need to put a camera out and see if you can see it.
What?
You need to put a camera out and see if you can see it.
See
maybe we were talking about Sasquatch and all that. Maybe. You never know.
Dr. Stu explains. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Really, really do. That is awesome. Those,
Thank you.
Once again.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Chris, is it mobile but stationary and not oceanic?
Yes, it is mobile. It is, I believe it is considered, we're talking about the Mini, obviously. I believe it's considered stationary. Number one, it is not maritime. It's not for the water, but it can be used anywhere in the U.S. That's my understanding.
That's pretty cool.
So you just pick it up. You throw it on the floor. It has the kickstand. It shows you how to align it. 5 minutes later, boom, you end up with like 100. Boom. Kapow! You end up with 100 plus megabit down in the middle of the desert somewhere.
I should have taken it with me.
Let me just say one thing. I want to know what you guys think about this. I think that this is going to be a game changer for the entire globe, for the entire planet. And the reason I believe this is not just for the residential people actually having coverage where they've never had coverage before, like in the middle of nowhere where there has never been any internet ever, or spotty internet. Now they'll have internet. But I think this is going to be absolutely game changing for people that are in the emergency services, people that are dealing with disasters, disaster relief. Can you imagine just, there's a hurricane, let's say, goes through, blows down all the power lines. There's no power. If there's no power, that means there's no cell phones either, right? So there's no communication at all. You take one of these with like a little jackery or a little backup, throw it on the floor, boom, you got communication. I mean, now think about that anywhere in the world, right? I think it's going to be really, really big in that, in light of that, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. She kicked me twice.
Yes.
While she's on the phone, she's kicking me.
Because I'm multitasking, okay? So we need to catch up here because we're behind and you're asking questions and I'm not getting to them. Actually, do you guys have a power backup, power equipment? If so, what is it?
Yeah.
We do not have a power backup, which we should have had 25 years ago, which I complained about, but who am I? I don't know anything.
So we don't have like an external built-on power backup.
We have a generator,
multiple, we have
which is really stupid.
Two big generators that we'd have to pull out. But as far as backup and power backup, here in studio, I have many UPCs. Usually I use APC because I really like their product. But yeah, we have a lot of battery backup, enough battery backup in here to last for
but that's just for
hours
the
and
studio.
hours. Yeah, just for a studio.
Yeah, but not for our house.
Right.
No.
The biggest problem that we have is since we are in the middle of nowhere, so to speak, we're rural, we actually have to pull the water out of the ground. And to do so, what do you need? You need electric.
Well, so what that means is if we have no power, I have no running water in the house, we can't flush toilets, we can't shower. So unless we're stocking up on bottled water, which we have, and it costs a lot of money, and it's a whole to-do, because we all know that water can run out in the stores when things happen, then we have an issue. So I have been wanting to get this man to dig another well. We have to get someone to dig another well so we can at least try to pump water old school way, so at least we can use it, to flush toilets.
Yeah, that's always the thing when you're in rural areas. But if you're like in the city, and you're watching and like, what the hell's wrong with these people getting on water?
Yeah, they're like, oh, you're just crazy. Well, yeah, it depends where you live. I say you're crazy. You live in a cement box and people go nuts. So I don't know.
Hey, there's like 120, 130, 140 of you guys out there tonight. Thank you. If you're new, put a little poop emoji so we can recognize you. Want to say hello. Don't forget to subscribe. Do all that stuff. She just kicked me 9 more times.
Yes. Okay.
Get to it. Multitasking. Oh, let me hear you.
Ian,
let me see.
Give Starlink a chance on their plans for Mini. It's early. I think plans will change within a year.
It will, absolutely. Less than a year.
Mo,
probably like 3 to 6 months.
Mo, thanks for reminding us. Don't forget to smash the like button. And if you have a question, add a Q or a JCristina. Thank you. The Bomb said 50 gig is a joke. Chad, the 50 gig cap is not ideal. However, I guess you can use 480p.
Yeah, I mean, it is a problem.
Chris, I was hoping it would work in the car, but they said no movement. So no VoIP phone on the move, only stationary.
Yeah.
Radioactive text and $5.99, only 50 gigabytes hard pass. Gustavo, should I wait for the Mini to go public available, or should I buy the Gen 3? I will use it for overlanding.
Gen 3, I mean, if you're going to be using it on land, I mean, either which way, I don't know. You got to figure out if the 50 gig is going to be enough or not. That's really the big thing. I mean, he was saying about the Gen 3 or the Mini.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think that I would wait on a Mini if I was anybody out there. And the reason being is the price point is outrageous right now. $599 early adopters is expensive. I'm going to stick to the number of $200 to $250. I think this thing is going to come down to under $300. That's my personal opinion. So we'll see what happens.
Right. Eric said Starlink, they are making sure to keep lower limited income folks' price out of their equipment services. The Bomb, 0 cents. It should feed from your existing data plan, especially if you're a priority business customer. Chad, I'll continue to rock my cable modem for now.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Thomas, spot on. Eric, Chad, you could use a VPN like PIA and get a static IP. Tony Tiango, do you have to have an existing Starlink and have the Mini as an addition?
Yes, and that's one of the major problems that I have and a lot of other people have that wanted to use this exclusively, and you can't. It is an additive, okay? It is not something that you can buy just by itself. It's not a standalone product. So you have to have a as of right now, you have to have a residential plan. So you have a residential plan that costs you $120 a month, and then they tack on $30 a month for you to have the service, which gives you 50 gigs anywhere in the world, or not in the world, but anywhere in the country. That's what it's giving you. So, and you have to pay the $600 for the kit. That's where we're at as of right now.
Okay. Chris, question, do you think Starlink will make a phone for X to go direct to Mini with Wi-Fi?
You know, I've wanted I've always said, we've said this.
What?
If Tesla or Starlink or SpaceX, whoever made a phone, I will take my Apple, my iPhone, okay, in live, I will run it over with my car. And I will buy 3 of them, okay? One for myself, Fabiola, and my son. Because I am done. I mean, Apple is just, it's great and all, but you know what? I would really like to see what they put out. And I think that the technology that comes out of SpaceX, if they can launch these damn rockets, I think they're going to do a pretty good job putting together a phone. So will they do it? I really don't know. But there's one thing that I can say that I guarantee you will happen. And someone asked me, matter of fact, in today's video, will it happen, will it not? And that is, do you remember I was talking about, I don't know, a month ago or so, I said that every Tesla car that comes out will have a SpaceX Starlink built in to the roof.
Yeah.
Remember I said that, guys?
Yeah, and you said that it would also include, for a phone on there.
Everything will be. Everything. So your car, your Tesla car, will be a mobile hub, like a NOC, like a network operations center.
Like a NOC.
For you. Like a NOC, right? Just for you to be able to use. So you could pull up to someone's house. You don't even have to use their system. You could use your network. It could be a private network. They can set it up however you want. But every single Tesla will be, in my personal opinion, equipped with a SpaceX Starlink, especially now that we see they're this small. It's going to be integrated into the roof. I guarantee it, right through the entire dash, through the system, and you'll be able to wander around because they'll have Wi-Fi, right? Be able to wander around anywhere within 500 feet, 1,000 feet, or whatever, and have full Wi-Fi. That's my personal opinion. We'll see what happens. And if they really do it right, hold on, if they do it right, they can then take every damn Tesla car and form a mesh network, almost like an IoT. If you don't want to know what an IoT is, look it up. There you go.
Okay.
I was going to go on, but I'm not, because you were going to hit me, and I don't want you to hit me.
Yeah, well, gonna put a timer. Bing. Okay.
Maybe that's what you do. Maybe when I go and I talk too long,
no,
she can hit like a buzzer.
We should still have I need to figure out how to put a GoPro under here so you can see me kick you. That would be more fun. Chad said, I learned IPv6 in 2015, still waiting.
Exactly.
Thomas,
Before
really
that
need
even,
a static IP. We'll look for the video. Mo, first kick of the night. No, we are past that.
We're way past that.
Alfonso, price. Okay, that's...
To price.
Will probably go down on equipment once they make available to more people. Wish they made the add-on service regional, as you could use your continent. Would be great when traveling to USA.
Yeah. It's not global as of yet. I'm going to guess they will have a global plan, and it's going to be $400 per month.
Do you send your teas to Australia, JC?
Worldwide.
We ship worldwide.
We just shipped out a batch yesterday.
Pro copy. Order. We ship.
Absolutely.
Oh shit. We ship and oh shit. Never.
You screwed it up.
Hold on. Let me backtrack. Okay, wait. Nope. Here we go.
Okay.
No. Wait.
Get it together. Come on.
Damn it.
You're not getting any paid
God.
tonight. You get nothing.
I never get paid.
Oh. Okay.
I'm going on the union with Mo and
You
Peter.
should. Peter's gone. He's probably like the union guy. They're having like a meeting or something.
Maybe. Oh man, hold on, you guys.
You do that, and I'm just gonna read.
Okay.
Because I don't know what you're doing.
No, because the stupid thing does this all the time.
Here.
Here we go. Okay.
You see?
Ship from there. John Wolf.
John.
Question: do you think the Mini will go down when they get more satellites up?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it'll go down no matter what. We're going to have more satellites. Right now, there's about, 6,100 satellites that are operational. Out of that, 50% of them are the ones that actually have lasers built on board. So 50%, so about, let's say 3,100, maybe 30, right around 3,100, form a massive mesh network in LEO, or low Earth orbit. So very cool stuff. And it's just growing. It's growing. Once the Starship, as I always say, doesn't blow up anymore, we're going to end up with a lot of those version 2 maxis, as I call them, or now they're going to call them version 3 satellites. And those are like 4x the capacity, 4x the speed, 4x everything. So they're a lot bigger, and they probably weigh like double, I think. They're massive. Anyways, as soon as those go up there, things are going to get really good, really quickly.
Eric W. Miller, not a lake, it's a swamp thing. It such
is
a swamp thing. If you live in Florida, let's be real.
It's all swamp land.
Unless you're living in the city like in Miami or
and that was swamp
West
too.
Palm. Like Florida's the country, it's the swamp, definitely. Yeah. I don't know what Mo and Bear are talking about. Plenty of bacon and grilling, but I'm down. Tom
We got
Jack.
a lot of wild boar around.
Tom Jack, will they have a business grade mini dish? Would be using something like that for my mobile gas sites and mobile command centers for responses where I need video and instant internet remote areas.
Yeah. I mean, as of right now, I just did, I do consultations for Starlink, customers that are wanting Starlink. And so I'll do build outs for them. And I just did a consultation not that long ago, actually multiple, for for oil rig company. Anyways, oil rigs. And yes, they need to do something like that and mesh up a massive area. And as of right now, my suggestion to you is forget about the minis right now and pick up the Generation 4s, the latest and greatest, right? The ones with a little kickstand or whatever. That's good enough for now. It's going to give you everything that you need. You can go with the business class, which are like those 20 by 21s, 22 by 21s, the big ones. They're $2,500 a pop. And honestly, I don't know what kind of service you're looking for, how many people you need to be on the network, and all the rest of the stuff. Anyways, if you have any really detailed questions, reach out to me. Go over to the website, JCristina.com. Go to shop. If you go to shop and you go all the way down to the bottom, I got a little consultation thing over there. That's what a lot of people do. They'll go in there, they'll set up an hour with me, and we'll just have a discussion. I'll build stuff out for them. Anyways,
Sweet.
That's what we do.
All right. Super chats.
A super chat
Thomas.
from Thomas.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the great videos. Thank you for your
Thank
support.
you for being here and the support, of
Yes.
course. Wow. We do, man, the super chats are always very much so appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. Let's go. Chris Kosis. Question.
Chris, how you doing, Chris?
I have remote property in California. Is it better to get the roaming dish or the mini dish?
The problem with the mini is you get 50 gigs. So if 50 gigabytes is enough for you, the mini's cool. If 50 gigabytes is not enough for you and you want unlimited, like I said before, I would go with the latest Generation 4 kit and run it off like a Jackery or something, some type of battery backup that's being powered. If you need to be really off grid, power that thing through 3 or 4 or 5 solar panels and you're golden. You don't have to worry about it ever.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion.
Welch and Son Farm. I'm more worried about the Russian sub attack in the JC compound. You know what?
They're right off the coast.
Yeah, like 3 days ago, they were like right close to the Miami markers or something. I read. I mean, they're just really getting a little, cray cray.
Sometimes. Okay, so Russia is a superpower, right? But people think that they are really powerful. The only thing that they have that's going for them is their resource, of course, fuel, and of course the nukes. If it wasn't for that, I mean, it's scattered people through a massive land, a landmass, but right now, what's going on is, in my personal opinion, it's kind of like that inflating of the chest, peacocking, that type of thing, and they need to do that, right? And I see it, but
I mean, they don't need to do that.
They feel like they need to do it because they're being disrespected, and I mean, this is in their view. And I get it, but you can only do that so long. Remember, NATO is NATO. It's a lot of different countries that
it's
are
a lot
put
of poop
together.
Emojis, as far as I'm concerned.
It is. So I don't know. I know that the current figure that we have, this is a figure. They're not really actually doing anything. Current figure that we have in charge does not provide any type of, let's say, authority, any type of feeling of, we don't want to do anything to you. We don't want to step on your heels. So that's what happens. Weakness breeds this type of shit. And we've been weak for too freaking long. And that's it. And she kicked me. So I'm not going to go any deeper. That's my personal opinion, right? Yeah. Right? This is Free Speech Friday.
Exactly.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
No. Okay, Ansar. Was that planned deorbiting on those?
Yeah. So Jeff Bezos and his piece of shit Project Kyper, they deorbited those 2 demo satellites. I don't know why. It took them literally years to get them in orbit. Leave them up there. Let them deorbit themselves. I mean, I don't even get it. So they worked it out. Everything's supposedly working, and now they're going to go into production or whatever. Like I said before, his own company, the Blue Origin shit, they've never got a satellite into orbit, these people. Okay? Not one. They ended up having to rely on ULA to put those 2 satellites into orbit. So I don't know. Someone just in the chat said, "Oh yeah, Elon Musk is going to have direct competition from Jeff Bezos, Project Kyper." And I wrote back, I'm like, when? When is it going to happen? There's 0 satellites up there right now. Jeff Bezos said that he was going.
Do we really want Jeff Bezos to be able to be up there, though?
The thing is he is.
He reminds me of the guy in Goldfinger with Austin Powers.
He reminds me of someone that just fell into something and he made just a shit ton of money, but he's not really brilliant.
I want to fall into shit ton of money. Yeah, don't you guys want to just fall into a shit pile of poop emoji money?
And that's why some of the people actually sued him. That were part, I don't want to get into all the details. They actually sued him because he was not authorizing them to be able to use SpaceX Starlink their Falcon 9s to put the satellites into orbit. So years gone by and the people that are investing are like, what the frick are you doing? Take the chip off your shoulder.
Yeah.
Use Elon Musk, even though he's going to laugh at you profusely.
Right.
But it's okay. This is our money that we're investing.
Yes.
So yeah.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yay!
And there you go.
Moving
the
along.
Jeff Bezos, or as I call him, Jeff Bozo.
Sharbox. Starlink's so much cheaper over here in Europe, $29 a month. Starlink deprioritized in Italy.
Yeah. Let me just say, in Europe, they pay a lot less than we do. Remember, U.S. always gets the shit end of the stick, the stinky end of the stick. That is just how it is. We pay a lot, and the reason being, like I said in today's video, because we're rich.
That's a bunch of shit.
Aren't you rich? I'm rich.
You are?
I am so damn wealthy.
Well, there must be
I
some
am
accounts.
happy.
Wait, some Swiss accounts I don't know about.
I am happy to pay extra so you guys overseas can pay less. I'm happy about that. It makes me happy.
I'm happy they can watch us via Starlink from over there.
I just think it's funny, but it's always going to be like that. So that's nothing will change with that.
So wrong.
It's just the way
it's
it
wrong.
is.
It's wrong.
I'm okay with it.
Brian Ragland.
Because I'm rich.
You're not. You're so not rich. We're so not rich.
Oh,
what's up? When I'm shopping at Aldi, yes. I love Aldi. Not knocking it because I love Aldi. What's up, everyone? Dr. Drew explains, I am hoping that Starlink offers a standalone membership after the beta email offering.
Yeah, we will see. We'll see. They're definitely going to change it. The price is going to go down. The kit price is going to go down in half. And then the price of it, I don't know if it's going to go down, but they're going to have to increase to 50 gigabytes, or I'm telling you, people are not going to buy. They're not going to jump at it. They're just not.
Yeah.
50 gigabytes is not a lot, not enough for people to say, yes, I want it.
Yeah.
You know, $30 a month is not that much, but 50 gigabytes isn't that much either. So it's like not much and not much, and then you're going to pay $600 for the kit. They're going to rethink it. I promise you. This is one of those things that, you know, when I look at it, doing the math, it's not going to work. I promise it's not going to work, which is fine. You know, you have to throw shit on the wall and see what sticks. And they threw a lot of shit on the wall, especially lately. They did the $1 where you can do a trial to test it out for 30 days. They did one that was like $349. Then they did one that was $299. They did one that you can do refurbs. They'll send you refurbs in certain areas for like $300 or $399, $349 or something like that. And they give you the same warranty as if you bought a new one. They've been trying a lot of things to try to figure out what the sweet spot. Like I always say, I've always said this. The price of any product or service is the maximum amount that any customer is willing to pay for it.
Right. When people stop using it or stop paying for it, then they'll consider dropping the price.
Absolutely. And this is why Adobe has been screwing people for so damn long. That's why I created the Life After Adobe Cutting the Cord series.
Someone just asked about that, but I don't know if I got to it
listen,
or not.
guys.
If you're going to do like a follow-up video to it. I'm sorry. If I didn't get to it, I know I saw it come through.
Yeah, so Life After Adobe Cutting the Cord, I came up with about 4 years ago or something, 5 years ago now. And I cut the cord completely after spending tens of thousands of dollars with Adobe products. I said, you know what? You guys can just fuck off. I'm not doing it anymore because now instead of me owning it, you want me to lease it, to rent it, never own it, and pay you in perpetuity? Get screwed. And I deleted all of it. And I took all of you guys with me. Matter of fact, a lot of the channel built on that Life After Adobe Cutting the Cord series. Matter of fact, you'll see a shirt sometimes that I wear. It has a skull on it. It says Life After Adobe. That's from back then. And now they're in the news again. They're being sued. Even the DOJ is coming over these people because they're pricks. They've been screwing people. They're pricks. They've been screwing people, creatives, okay, that need the product, right, for so many years, and now they're going to get screwed. I cannot wait for it. I'll do a video about this next week. Like I've been gathering a lot of good information, and I want to do a video on it. So next week you'll hear me go through it. Like I said, I've been working with this for forever. Anyways.
All right, Sharbox, are you connected on Starlink to do your stream?
Yes. So right now we're connected through Starlink, and we're simultaneously streaming through T-Mobile on a packet level base. So it's not session level, it's packet level. So we can't go down. Can't.
Yes.
The only way we could go down is if both connections would go down, and that
right.
never happens.
Mo, 96.6. I'm a little behind, guys.
Yes,
but
go ahead.
Catch up.
I'm going to try to make
Please
my answers short.
do not get
so she doesn't kick me.
discouraged. We will get to your questions. I just want to put it out there.
Go ahead.
96K. Mo said 96.6K, which is decent. I'd love to see a gold YouTube badge. Us too. That would be amazing, Mo.
That would be cool.
John, question. Did you see the new Starlink app update?
I did not. They update all the damn time. Anything new about it that I should be aware of, let me know in the chat.
Ashley said, Elon should pay you because you're being so much help for the community.
I appreciate that.
Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you. 37 months we've been doing this, providing technical support, which they didn't provide.
Bear said regarding about talking about the community, by you guys always being here. Bear said, we are always here like a bad smell of shit. Poop emoji.
Yes. I like the
it.
pink poop emojis personally.
Yes. That's awesome. David Craig, question. Do you have any interest in how the Panthers are doing tonight? Down 1-0. Didn't they lose?
God.
I
don't
thought
know.
they lost.
I would like to know. Let me know in the chat. Keep us up to date what the Panthers are doing.
David also said, a buddy of mine just ordered SL Residential with the V2 for 200 Canadian, I assume, CDN?
Yep.
Okay. Super Mango, I'd like to see how
Great
this would
price.
be. I'd like to see how this would be powered by the USB-C adapter. Yeah,
USB PD is what the adapter is. Once again, it's 100 watts, 20 volts, and 5 amps. It's the same thing that they use on an Apple computer, on Android, on LGs, all this kind of stuff. A lot of systems use it, so it's very universal, meaning that you don't even have to use the adapter that they provide you. You can use your Apple adapter and plug the damn thing in.
Right.
So
83
cool.
Jeep, they will have to change the use model and data limits to make it a game changer.
I agree with you.
Sharbox, about 4 billion people don't have regular access to the internet. Starlink Mini is for them.
Absolutely. But they're going to have to up their game there with that 50 gigabytes because it's just not enough. It's not enough.
Right. Mo, kick second of the night. We're past that because I'm behind.
We're probably like
we
10.
should start a pool going. LOL. That's Mo. Thanks, Mo. Dr. Stu, I don't see why you couldn't take it on a cruise.
Yeah, because it's mobile. They won't. So all the Starlinks actually have. There's multiple things in it. Anyways, it knows where it is at any given time. It has motion detectors. It has GPS built on. If you took the GPS out of it and ripped it out, we could do that. I can show you how to do that. But if you did that, it still wouldn't matter because it would triangulate where it is based on all of the 6,000 satellites instead of within 3 feet, it'll triangulate within to like 12 or 15 feet. So it knows where it is at any given time, and it knows if it's moving. So no, you won't be able to use it. It is for stationary. It is for use on land.
Electro Phoenix, why not solar?
You could use solar. Absolutely. Just you need depends on what kind of solar you have. 12 volt, you have to probably step up. 48 volt, you step down. Once again, you need 20 volt, 100 watt, 20 amp. So step down transfer, you could do it. Absolutely.
So Kamikaze asks how much money in $200 Canadian is American. It's about $146.
146. So that's cheap, right? That's pretty damn cheap. We don't get that kind of price over here, so I think it's awesome.
Ben Richardson, I bought it because my ISP was down more than up, and I have specified WFH days that I could not use. No 5G available. SL was $349 plus tax, and delivered total $402. It arrived 5 days. Yep. 100 to 350.
You see that? So there you go. I mean, you are a perfect person for SpaceX Starlink. Rule, you don't have 5G. You probably don't have cable. You definitely don't have fiber. I mean, Starlink is it. There's nothing other than it. I mean, you can look at anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Viasat, piece of crap. HughesNet, once again, a piece of crap. Both of them been screwing their customers for so many years. Now they're screwed, and it makes me happy. All right? Both of them will be going out of business. And all these companies, I am definitely one that I believe in providing money, giving money to people that deserve it. Okay, at the company, if there's a piece of software that I really like, I would always buy it. I would buy the upgrades, buy whatever, right? But if it's something that's crap or they're screwing you, I'm done. Just like Adobe and all the rest. That was kick number 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Mo said, how's the bathroom? Mo?
Don't start, Mo.
You know what, Mo? I'm just
Tomorrow is Saturday.
I'm gonna go on the skiff and just shower, bathe in the water in my lakefront swamp, and hope that a gator doesn't get me.
There's the most beautiful ducks out there.
That's great.
You could bathe with the ducks.
Yeah, that's lovely. I'll
play
yay.
with.
Good times for me.
Do it.
Our GSD rules need to have it enabled to be used everywhere, not just US. I want to be able to be used everywhere.
Yeah, I think that it will be able to be used everywhere. Right now, it's only in the US. They usually start beta testing any of the products in the US because it's easy for them to be able to do a recall or fix something in comparison to sending it worldwide. So we always get the beta test stuff here in the US, and then it moves into the rest of the world. So we're getting it now here. It's a very limited rollout. Chances are it'll be a full rollout within 3 months. So you overseas will probably get it within 3 months, maybe less.
All right, John, Mini is going to be like the ham radio is now.
It's going to be ubiquitous.
That's
it's going to be everywhere. Everywhere. People don't understand I've said it, that people don't understand how big this technology is, and it's just going to continue to get bigger.
Honey Badgers, hey.
How you doing, Honey Badger?
You guys have a well? Question. That's awesome. At least you don't need to haul the water.
Yes.
So, yeah, we have a well that our water for the house comes to.
Right.
The problem is when we have no power, then we can't get the pump to work because that's how we get the water into the house.
It's a 240 volt pump that pumps the water out from like 60 feet down. And at that depth, you can't put one of these little deals on there. Those type of little pump deals, they only go about 20, 25 feet.
I still want to try to get one of those little pump deals and dig another well. Haven't figured it out yet, but that's the way to go for us, I feel.
Just to have extra.
Just to have water to flush toilets or
whatever.
even to take a shower if it's, stuff like that. But yes. Okay, Welch and Son Farm. I use solar batteries and it will last for a few hours to run my water well.
Awesome. You could do that. Remember, so there's different well pumps. The one that we have, it uses a ton of amps and a ton of, like, it's a 240, like a ton of, it uses a lot. The ones that you can run off battery are usually the ones that are lowered down into like a big thick 3-inch, 4-inch well, right? Ours isn't. It's a small, like 2-inch, and then you have the pump that's outside that sucks it out. So,
all right,
that's a hard run.
Thomas, hey Jay, I finally was able to get fiber 10 gigabit.
Holy hell!
10, right? Yeah, 10.
10.
I am able to
Holy
actually
shit.
sell my Starlink. Does Starlink allow the dish to be transferred to someone and sell it?
Yes. So if you have a Starlink and you want to sell it, you can sell it without a problem. There is 3 numbers that you need to get off it. There's a number, I believe, that's on the router. There's one on the dish. I think there's 2 on the router. Anyways, there's 3 numbers that you need to know, including your username and password, so you can transfer it to them. But yes, you can sell it. If we ever get fiber here, I'm going to keep my Starlink because I always like to have redundancy and backup. Currently, we're using Starlink with T-Mobile. If we get fiber one day, right, before I'm dead, we will have fiber and for the main, and then we'll have Starlink as the backup, and then I'll get rid of T-Mobile. That's what I will do.
Okay. Ben just said that it's not, Ben Richardson, it's not $5.99 anymore.
No, it's $4.99.
Okay. Alfonso, they need a helmet mount for the Mini.
Yeah. I saw a guy with someone sent me an image of a guy with a Tesla with a version 2, the 2nd generation, with the whole stand and everything strapped onto the top of his car. What a freaking idiot. Why wouldn't you use like the little wedge one, right? I don't even get it. I mean, It's just ridiculous. But yeah, people do stupid shit.
Debbie said hello from Monument, Oregon.
How you doing, Debbie?
A very remote area, no cell service here. Our closest Walmart is 120 miles
Holy
away. Wow,
God.
Debbie. Some of us have Starlink, though. That is amazing.
Yep,
Thank
it's
God.
revolutionary, right?
Thomas Zett. If I was still active duty, I would get the mini.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, look, it's $1 per gigabyte after you use your 50. $1 per gigabyte. So it depends on how much you use it.
Yeah.
You know?
Hold on.
You do you, okay? And I won't kick you because you're falling behind.
No.
Let me swap this
Are
over.
your teas caffeine or non-caffeine? Blair would like to know.
Yeah, so each tea has little tea leaves, and the number of tea leaves determine how caffeinated they are. So each one has a different amount of caffeine. We have one tea that's really good when you're sick. It's called Stormy Weather. Very little, almost no caffeine in it. It's really good for, let's say, getting the sickness out, getting the cold out. I'm not a doctor, so this is not medical advice. You have to say that, if not they'll lose their shit. Anyways, that's Stormy Weather. If you go into like Misty Morning or Focus, right? Those have more caffeine in them. But remember, they are caffeinated, but from the tea. So it could be like a green tea, it could be a black tea, it could be a Lapsang tea, which makes like a smoky flavor, where the tea leaves are actually smoked over pine. Really, really awesome. That's in the Fireside. So anyways, each one is different.
All right, cool. Ben Richardson, it's $349, $402 with tax and shipping, $120 a month with no extra fees. I paid that when activated, and it comes with a router and a powered Ethernet cable, 49 feet long.
49 feet, yep.
Hey, Ricky Joe from Palatka. How you doing, Ricky Joe?
Palatka. Nice.
Welch and Son, I look at it as a bonus for the current subscribers and a roll to the rest after they get the bugs out. Just my thoughts. KitCam is coming now. Yes.
Yes.
Chakala, I received my standard dish set up a couple days ago. Mostly questions at this time about icing up and guarding the cable against summer heat.
Yeah, so the cable is like, the one thing that I really like about, okay. So there's two things with their cables. One thing I don't like about their cable is it's too thin. It needs to be a thicker AWG, a thicker gauge, in my personal opinion. Now, that being said, they have amazing weatherproofing ends. The proprietary cable or the standardized cable. They're like triple like rubber gaskets that plug in. Like, they are really good, really good. Matter of fact, the new dish, the mini, if you don't put an Ethernet cable into it, and you put the plug, because they actually give you a plug, you put the plug in and you plug the power in, you can actually dump the thing in 3 foot of water for 30 minutes and it will continue to work. That just gives you, it is IP67 certified. So anyways, yes, icing and all the rest of the stuff, you're not gonna have a problem with it. They got it down. They figured it out now.
Eric Miller said, now you're talking Skynet, LOL, rooftop car setups.
Yes, they'll be there. Trust me, they will be there.
Chrissy, can't wait on the Tesla Starlink.
Yep, that will come out. I'm telling you.
Hey, Claude Toma from St. Martin, how are you?
How are you doing? St. Martin, cool.
Thomas Zett, I would bet there's a T-phone next year.
I would love to see it. I really would love to see it.
Really?
You know, yeah, it would be nice, right? Let me just get rid of the iPhone.
Yes.
I will run it over.
Yes, but it has to have the cool features, though, that the iPhone has. That's the problem, though. Like, FaceTime is a big thing. I mean,
you know, and that
FaceTime for us, when our first daughter went to college, was huge.
Yeah.
FaceTime, seeing our granddaughter and our other daughter far away, is amazing.
And that's what Apple does best. They
Yeah.
do ecosystems, right? And they do them well.
Yeah.
But
I
know,
mean,
they
it's a big
charge
thing.
so much
I
money
know.
for like no memory. They're like, you know, that something that's $1,200 for a phone is ludicrousy. I mean, you can buy a laptop for that. There is 10 years ago, if I was to tell you you're going to pay $1,300 to $1,299 for a phone, you would look at me and say, you're freaking out of your mind, out of your mind. And now it happens every day. People are like in line to go buy, to give, to just shell out, you know, 12, 13, to shit out money. Like if it's like, yeah, like going out of style.
That's
I don't
true.
know. I don't know. I still buy 2-year-old phones. We
get the refurbished ones.
I will get refurbished iPhones. That's what I buy. I don't buy the new one. I don't give a shit all their stupid features, right? It just doesn't matter to me, right? As long as it works, I'm good. So anyways, yeah, refurbished, best way to go. 2 back. So if we're on an iPhone 20, I'll take an iPhone 18 all day long. Who gives a crap?
Who gives a crap?
That's my opinion.
Okay, Ian, you already have a generator, your car. Put deep cycle marine batteries in 3 to 4 12-volt, 100 each. Then you'll have 200 AH battery. That's the most expensive part. Get a 30 amp DC to DC charger hook.
That works. Also, we have a mobile battery. That is a 48 volt mobile battery, which is our golf cart, which is 6, I believe it's 6. I think, yeah, it's 6 batteries, deep cell in there. There's a lot of juice there, a lot of juice. So in case of an emergency, we can use that golf cart and charge stuff for days,
All right, John, question. I saw a video that Elon has completed charges the tiles on spacecraft.
What is he doing?
I saw a video that Elon has completed changes
to the tiles.
Spacecraft.
Yeah. They're working on these tiles. You know, look, the heat tiles have been a problem ever since the space shuttle.
Right.
You know, the heating, re-entry is so dramatic. So it's so harsh on the vehicle. I mean, the last time we saw literally melt, the stainless steel was melting off the fins. I mean, that's just crazy, absolutely crazy. Plasma pouring off it. What is it, 2,600 degrees Fahrenheit or some crazy crap. So yeah, the heat tiles, they are working on them. And yeah, I'm gonna keep up with it and see what they do. They're trying different things. And the reason they're making these iterations, these changes, is because they left 2 heat tiles off the belly of the Starship in the last launch. And they put heat sensors in replacement of those tiles so they can see exactly what kind of temperatures they were getting. So this has helped them, I think, a lot figure out, do they need to be thicker, the tiles? Do they need to be double layered? What do they need? And I think that's what's going on here, is they're changing them up.
All right, let's see. Thomas, am I able to sell my Starlink and have it transferable? How is that process done?
That is a good question. It's pretty simple. You have to go through SpaceX Starlink to do it. But like I said before, you need the 3 different numbers, right? The codes, and you need your username and your password to be able to do it. So check into it. It's not a hard thing to do, but you need to go through them. Put in a note, let them know where you're transferring it or who you're transferring it to, and they'll give you all the details.
Okay, Ricky Joe, JC, took my laptop back to Aaron's. They're shipping it to get fixed. Monday should take a week or 2 to get it back. They said they have a loaner to wait, though. That's
nice. I'm glad you didn't try to do it yourself. That's fantastic, especially if you have a warranty on it. I remember they were talking about it last week.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. I'm glad. That's great.
Ben Richardson, watch Elon podcast playing video game online, talking about getting the trip time up down to be 20
milliseconds.
Yep.
Yes. He was playing Diablo 4, and he was talking to everyone.
Wait, did his Diablo not get stuck?
No, his Diablo 4
because other people have problems gaming. I'm just saying.
Yeah, a lot of. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to do some. I've been threatening doing some gaming. I'm trying to figure out what games to play. And I'm going to test it out. I'm going to do some games. I'll probably just do some live streams, or maybe I'll just record it just to see how it is. Play some games and just hang out and talk. Maybe live. I don't know. We'll see.
Wild boars. Let's go hunting. I'm in.
Yes.
We always talk about it. Yeah, but we always talk about it. We've never gone. We just went
to go see our daughter.
We drove by a few. They were dead.
They were like there on the side of the road. Yeah. Huge, big boar.
It's supposed to be good yum food.
Good eating.
Ian, 12 volt in parallel and multi-amp hour, but lose 50 cap because you can't go below 50 or it hurts life battery.
Okay. Yes. That's the problem. That's that's why we don't have lithium in the golf cart. We do have deep cell. So I would like to convert them to lithium, but it's just expensive still.
Mike Tel01. So someone needs to gift you guys a generic generator setup, propane and installation.
That would be
be amazing.
Awesome. Like a Generac, right? Propane Generac.
Yeah, is that the one that powers up the whole entire house?
Just does the whole house, yeah.
You know what? After like 27 years, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know.
And they have some really big ones. Some of those Generacs are
they're huge.
big. Yeah,
that would be awesome.
They can power, an entire house, like many kilowatts, 30, 40, 50 kilowatts, like big power.
Mike also said 50 Go is not enough. I use about 100 gigabits a month on my Netgear Nighthawk M6.
Yeah, we're over 1.5 terabytes per month.
Sarah, we're getting to your question. JC, 6,000 Starlink satellites in space, 36,000 to go. Does Elon have a plan to get more satellites launched quicker?
Yes, Starship. Period. Starship. Instead of launching 22 at a time, Starship will be able to hold 200, 250 at a time. So it's going to be a major revolution once Starship actually works. And I want to see in IFT-5, the next launch, I want to see them launch one single satellite out that little trap door, right? The little, the bay door. I think it would be awesome. Absolutely awesome. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Mike also said not being able to use while moving and the data cap is huge downfall. It's a deal breaker, really.
It is. I know. A lot of people are complaining. I know.
Yeah. Don Frederick, hello. How are you?
How you doing, Don?
John, should I get a pipe linked or TP link router? Excuse me, for put two ISP together?
Yeah, so TP-Link works well. I have a TP-Link that I have set up. I have a PEP-Link set up. Take a look at some of my old videos. I did a look for mesh. I did comparisons of probably like 4 or 5 or 6 different routers for doing multi-WAN when you can connect multiple ISPs together. So check those out. I did a lot of videos on those.
All right. Mo said more likes. Maybe JC will show his kick bruises. They're like, actually, don't kick him on your shin. It's like on the side of his knee.
Yeah.
Maybe knee pads.
Fun times.
David.
Knee pads.
David Colwell. JC's house is a high value target. Yeah.
I don't know
about high value, but
think about this. The Russian subs are right off the coast, up north of us, as well as down by Cuba. But the one that is up north, that's like really close to the Space Coast, really close to Cape Canaveral. So I don't know. That doesn't fit too well.
They're just very close to the markers. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what they do. They're going to go right to the edge.
Yeah, but I don't think they usually got that close like they are now. And if they did, we didn't know about it. But I doubt we didn't know about it. So I just think they're just.
Hey guys, if you're hanging out, throw this live a thumbs up.
Yes.
Right? Think about it.
Share, like, do all the things, please.
Share, like, do all of that stuff. Let's get to 100,000.
Honey Badgers. Mo, you're being a good replacement to Peter. Honey Badgers, yes. Mo, thank you for helping out. We appreciate it. Welch's and Farm. 7 kicks now. We're past.
Oh, my God.
We're way past. Oh, my God. Starlink needs to drop. Mike says Starlink needs to drop IPv4s and go 100% IPv6.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they don't want to spend the money. That's just it. None of the ISPs do. That's why IPv6 is still not very much used. It's just not. They figured out this CG NAT bullshit, and if you can use one IP and give it to 10 or 1,000 or 10,000 people, why not do it? You have a little carrier bit, a little check bit at the end of it. Everyone has the same damn IP address. Yeah, it's not. I don't like it, but it is what it is.
Kamikaze, that's interesting. Might be a common theme in marriages. During dinner conversations with other couples, my wife kicks me as well. Yes, because you guys sometimes you don't like.
You need a kick. We need kicks.
I don't know what to tell you.
Ask your wife. Does she say you need a kick sometimes?
Oh my God. Chris E. Bezos, not the rocket scientist that Elon is. Chris Koses.
No,
Poop
Bezos
emoji.
is not a rocket scientist.
Mo, I don't know why you said like Scrooge McDuck coin vault. You get it? Oh, hey, Shannon, you're here.
Shannon is here.
Thank you very much. Shannon has gifted 10 memberships.
Wow. Shannon, thank you for that.
So if you got a membership from Shannon, Peter, Lost 1824, Bajarn, oh, I can't make out that name.
K-A-K-U, I don't know.
Brett Spicer,
say thank you.
Britt McAllister, David Craig, and the Mole Method.
Mole Method, I like it.
Mark,
Mo World.
Mark Simon, Ray Barr. Please say thank you to Shannon for gifting. Thanks for getting the party started as always.
Thank you, Shannon. Really appreciate that. Definitely say thank you to Shannon for those free memberships. That's awesome. That's awesome. Poop emojis for everyone.
Welch's son, LOL. The poor astronauts are being stuck at the ISS as they are screwed up by using Boeing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so I want to we have more questions, but Joe has always talked about, we live close to Pratt Whitney, and we were driving, and I'm a history person and I like to read all this stuff, and so we went by Pratt Whitney and I started looking it up and I was like, okay, so he was for real, but he says stuff that's exaggerated.
So let me hold on. Let me just say this. My kids, my wife, everyone, no one believes shit that I say. Okay? They don't believe it. I don't know, maybe it's the way I speak, the way I say things, and I say it very flippantly. I just say it because I'm like, yeah, so, there's alien crafts. There's crafts that you've never seen before, stuff that hovers, that don't have wings. I've seen all kinds of stuff on the motorcycle. And these people are like, no, you don't.
Mo,
what is that?
That's
bullshit. You don't hear that. You see stuff that literally there's no sound moving around this. Well, she finally figures it out. So
I started reading and researching as we were driving to go see our other daughter on the West Coast. We went by Pratt Whitney, and I found out that Pratt Whitney started in 1915. Why? Okay. And then there's this airport out there, but it's obviously a private airport for them. And then there's a fake city called Apix, APIX, that was created so that the government can keep people from moving or buying the land around there. I found out so much shit.
Literally a fake city called Apix, APIX.
Boom. Maybe you guys knew that. I didn't. But
Pratt Whitney. Look up Pratt Whitney. It's literally right up the road.
And the guy that started, or that became in that time one of the heads for a long time, he really started at the bottom of the company. So the airport was named after him, William Gwynn or something.
Gwynn, I think, yeah.
I don't know. And then, so I also found out that all the NASA rockets that were used during the space program back in the 50s, okay,
started in the 50s.
And even before, because they created Pratt Whitney in 1915.
So the Saturn V,
all that was made here.
All the moon rockets,
right here,
all that
right
stuff,
by us.
The space shuttle rockets, all that shit. All of that
It's literally 20 minutes up the road.
Yeah, all of it. And I used to tell her this shit, and she's like, you're crazy. Stop talking stupid.
And then I also found some stuff that because shit happens out here, okay?
Yeah.
And
we saw a picture of something that was on the runway that doesn't look like a plane. Okay,
yeah.
It looked like
a diamond,
like a diamond with no wings.
And they never comment on this stuff. Of course, they're not going to comment. So, but anyways, it just goes back to the NASA thing. And
I used to ride my motorcycle. I used to have a group. I used to stunt in R1, right? And we used to ride by there all the time. And we would see some freaky ass shit out there. Stuff that doesn't make sense. Stuff levitating that shouldn't be levitating. Stuff flying that has no sound to it. And they're constant. This is skunk works shit. This is G14 classified shit. I'm telling you.
No, but people, okay, but so also people will be like, oh, that's so whatever. But
no,
if you drive on Beeline Highway, where it's off of, it's black out there. There are no lights. So if you're driving at night, you just might as well forget it. Because if you get stuck out there, you better just stay in your car, okay? Because no one's coming. That kind of shit. And then, yes, Boeing makes stuff out there too, engines for planes, which goes back to the early 1900s with the Wright brothers from North Carolina with the airplanes. All that is all part of that. That's where it began. It's crazy.
Yep.
And so, yeah, it's a lot of stuff. And I was like looking at my husband and I was like, wow, you were like not exaggerating at all. But he always sounds like he's like over the top sometimes. So
because
yeah,
I speak with my hands a lot.
No. I speak
like,
with my hands.
When I just get
it's not
into
about your
something,
hands. It's the way you say it.
It's the way I say it.
It just sounds like he's full of shit sometimes, you know?
But I am full of shit. Everything I tell you is just
This is why we're here for the poop emojis.
All the stuff that I tell these people, they know I'm full of shit.
I'm done. Anyways,
there is freaking UFO. There's shit out there that I don't even know what the hell they're
Mo,
doing.
You don't
it is
even
like
know.
skunk works on crack, G14 classified shit.
We have
and
swamp
I have
life.
seen it.
We have swamp
And
life.
yeah, we have flying
all kinds of shit out
alligators
here.
that shouldn't be flying.
We have gators that bark like dogs. There is Sasquatch.
Anyways.
All of the things.
You digress. You're supposed to go.
Well, because you start talking about NASA, and I thought about that, and I'm like, I'm gonna tell everybody what I did and what happened, and I just thought, wow, okay, cool.
So there you go.
You guys would appreciate it.
When we first moved here, literally 20-some years ago, we would hear sounds. It would sound like this.
Oh no. Yeah.
And I would tell her, I'd be like, yeah, they're testing jets, and she's like, what the frick? They're testing jets all the way in back. I'm like, yeah, they're testing jets.
We've seen. You took pictures with the long lens camera of these guys in helicopters. This was when we first moved out. Yeah. When we first moved out here, literally from our backyard, like a game, and the helicopter's flying, and these guys are Peter Panning off, and he's with the long lens, and no one's around. We can't tell anybody because we live in the boonies.
Pictures. You know what? I'll share them. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know where they are, but
it's a while ago. Yeah, just Peter
Pan.
It's been a time. Weird ass, like,
there's shit out here, Mo. I'm telling you.
Mo. Should come out here and set up a pup tent. And look anyways, go on.
Right,
before we start losing people are going to leave.
They don't want to hear our crazy ass. Wait,
here.
They're going to say we're conspiracy theorists.
Conspiracy theorists.
Yes.
People.
You started it. I'm going to kick you.
Damn. You kick me for nothing now?
Yes.
Go. You're like behind.
Look at this. So I don't behind. Even know. Oh my God, I don't even know where I left off.
Oh my God.
Oh no, we were talking about the tiles, see? And NASA.
Yes.
And all the things.
And all those things.
Oh, Shannon, thank you for the super chat. Purple hair on air super chat. Yes.
It is purple hair.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Shannon, thank you. As always, those super chats, much so appreciated.
Okay,
thank you so much.
I'm going. I have to catch up because I went completely off.
Yeah, you just went off the deep end.
Yeah, I just went off the deep end, you know? I don't know what to tell you.
You did.
I had to share. It was important. Alan Works.
What's Alan's?
Where is the Starlink plan for people living paycheck to paycheck, aka lower middle class and lower?
I don't know. It's coming. I do believe that the cost of SpaceX Starlink is going to come down as there's more and more satellites up there, and as there is more people that they onboard. We're looking at over 4.1 million before the end of this year, which is crazy, just crazy. In just to get a scope, just to get an idea. If you look at a company like Dish Network, for example, they've been around for decades, right? They have like 1.5 million customers, and they're falling apart. They're going into the toilet. But here, SpaceX Starlink literally has now almost. They're gonna hit 4 million by the end of the year, literally within like 36 months. Forget about decades. 36 months. Just to give you an idea, there is going to be tens of millions of customers. Remember what I said, okay? Within a few years, you'll see. It's gonna do this type of thing. She kicked me. Okay. I won't speak anymore. Go ahead. Go.
Chuck, I would like to find detailed schematics of successful installations.
Yes.
Mo said we're just so damn wealthy. Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Rolling in it.
Kamikaze, because we supposedly can afford it. Our gas is only $5 a gallon instead of $9. Sure.
That makes me happy.
Incognito Labs. I love Dollar Tree. I do too, but
Dollar
it needs to go back to $1, not $1.25 or $1.50. I don't even know.
$1.50 tree? They should rename it.
Chris E. Question: didn't Elon say they would soon offer senior and vet discounts for Starlink?
I didn't hear that.
I didn't
I hope
that would
he
be
does.
Great.
I would like to see vets, and I would like to see seniors for sure. We'll see what happens.
John Wolf, he is rich because he has a good-looking wife. Thanks, John.
There you go.
Alan, the euro is worth more, but they get better Starlink plans at much cheaper rates.
Absolutely.
Eric, your family is richer than ours. We survive on less than $1,000 a month and in a not so good RV. Blessings flow differently for different folks. That is absolutely true. And some people can make $1 stretch a long way, especially when you come from not a lot growing up. You learn. So
100%.
Even when you do have more money
$1,000, you can definitely make a go of it per month.
Especially, like I said, when you come from not a lot and you learn at a young age the
out
value of money. Yeah, exactly. So, yes. Ian, I get 50 gigs on my phone hotspot using it right now. That is amazing.
There you go.
Scott Lennox, Canada pays the same as US plus exchange.
Well, Canada, we just saw one. It was like, what, $299, I think, or $200? So, which translates into what, $140, $150? I think you did the math.
It was $146.
$146. So it is cheaper in Canada than in the U.S. But yeah, you always have VAT, value added tax.
Yeah.
Whatever the frick that is.
I don't know. Bullshit.
Just add the tax. We get taxed to death, right? Actually, there's a death tax, right? So when you die, there's a tax. Matter of fact, Joe Robbie, that had the stadium near us, when he died, all right, Joe Robbie, his kids got the stadium. They had to sell the friggin' stadium to pay the death tax. Can you believe that shit? Anyways. You see?
John Herzl, not watching the Panthers game tonight. They could win it all.
It would be nice. Keep us up to date. Let us know what the score is.
Chris E. Adobe sucks. Dominic.
Adobe does suck.
Yeah, so rich in love and life, but not money. This is true. I mean, all jokes aside, perspectives are different. And yes, we always are. You have to be healthy, and
health has to be number one. Because you could have all the money in the world. If you're not healthy, it doesn't make any much of a difference. Same thing with love. You could love all you want, but if you don't have your health, you got nothing. So to me, the most important thing is to try to keep yourself as healthy as possible for as long as possible.
With the people that you love the most.
Yeah, absolutely. Very helpful. Very helpful.
Mo said Adobe is finished. Chris said Adobe sucks.
It's just they'll never be finished because people are so entrenched with it. They can't be finished. People say, I will give them the $10 a month. I will give them the $50 a month. They can't break away. And that was what I did with the Life After Adobe Cutting the Cord. I showed people how to break away with alternatives. I promise you this. When I said to everyone 4 or 5 years ago, I'm cutting the cord with Adobe, I have never used another Adobe product since. Period. End of story.
Yeah.
And I'm a professional. So I did and I've done all my video editing, all of my photo editing, everything, all of my 3D CAD, all my building, all of my shirt develop, everything. Every single creative project that I've done is without Adobe. So you can do it. You don't need Adobe. People just get lulled into it, right? Lulled. And they just want to pay in perpetuity for something. They just want to pay forever. I'm not a lease or a renter kind of guy. I mean, certain things you have to do that with, but anything that you can't, you shouldn't. You should not. That's my opinion.
All right, Thomas Zett, don't hold back. Tell us how you really feel.
Always do.
83 Jeep, you should do a video on life after Microsoft 365.
Screw Microsoft, too. Bill Gates is an asshole.
That's a piece of shit there.
Yeah.
He can make his own 3D piece of shit and eat it, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, he can 3D print a big piece of
Alan works. The only
dumb.
Good service in my area is T-Mobile cell service, but the signal is weak.
I think, you know what would be perfect? If we took, I think it'd be good. We can take Fauci and we can take Bill Gates and like a few others, right? And put them all together, and then Bill Gates can print pieces of shit and they can all eat it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I like that.
Don't you like
that?
I
like that idea.
It's the whole poop.
Yeah, it's like a poop emoji. Guys, poop emoji right now. in the
my
chat.
God.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Pink, blue,
Oh my
brown
God.
poop. Let me see it.
Kamikaze, that's a new WEF model. Everything will be rented. No need to own a home, car, or clothes. We lease everything. Oh my God.
Yep. Rent everything, own nothing, eat the bugs.
Dominic, I can use 50 gigabytes a month with one PC, but we have a few PCs and phones.
Yeah.
What the F?
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Mo said a little while ago, holy moly, 147 was watching right now. It's awesome. Thanks,
There's
Mo.
a bunch of people today. So glad everyone's here.
Yes.
Is there 147 likes? If there's not, there's a problem.
Everyone left when I started talking about Pratt
You were
Whitney.
talking about Pratt
It's
Whitney.
my
There was
fault.
like
Everyone jumped
UFOs
off.
and shit, and that was it. Everyone was gone.
I'm not talking no more. Alan Works, do you think Starlink will be affordable for lower income people?
I think it will eventually. Once we see like the version 3 satellites get up there with SpaceX, their Starship, it's just going to get cheaper. That's one thing. Elon is the exact opposite of other ISPs. I remember when, and some of you guys remember too, the price went from $99 to $110, and from $110 to $120. There was a period of time when there was areas in the country that there wasn't a lot of usage. So instead of having those people pay $120, he lowered the price to $90 per month. There's a bunch of people that were paying $90 a month. And now a lot of those people are no longer paying 90, they're paying 120. Why? Because there's a lot more adoption. There's more people there. So I think the prices will go down as there's more and more people and as there's more and more satellites up there and there's more connectivity that's available. That's my personal opinion. That is a lot of poop emojis.
I know, I love it. Scott from South Carolina said 133 likes. Mo said 137.
Yes, crushing it with the likes.
Love it.
Hey, look at this. Skippy USA, love that. Linux Mint. I'm a Linux fan. Been working on
you're skipping
Unix.
over some
Okay,
of
hold
my
on.
stuff.
Been using Linux. Been using Unix, BSD, BSDI, FreeBSD for 25 years or longer.
That's
Absolutely
awesome.
love Linux.
Chuck, guys, I'm lucky to be alive and we are all richer than you think. You're absolutely right.
That's true, actually.
That is very true. Let's see. Ian, is that Ethernet on Mini Poe?
On what?
Right here.
What?
Is that?
Oh, is the Ethernet? No, it's not PoE. Power over
Oh, sorry.
Ethernet.
I'm
what
like,
the hell is Mini Poe? I'm like, what the frick is Mini Poe?
I'm not the tech person.
Yes. So no, the Starlink Mini does not have power over Ethernet. It is powered through a DC port. So I would really like to have seen power over Ethernet, but that's not how it's made. So anyways, it's okay. It's all right. Mini Poe.
I can't help it.
Mini Poo. It's a
Poo.
Mini Poo. What the hell?
It is what it is, you
All
guys. All right, Ricky Joe. LOL.
Ricky Joe.
I'm surrounded by bad smell. We live near Georgia Pacific, and when they get to making paper products, it starts smelling like a septic tank. Oh no, that's horrible. Bear, Fab One, Coke is bad for you. Put some alcohol in that thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I get it, but you know, I'm just a Coke person, and I don't have like Coke all day. I'll have one. Actually,
look at the size of this thing.
I'll have one of these at dinner. This is it.
This is what we buy.
I just love Coke, but
we buy minis that are like literally tiny.
and yes, we pay more for them. It's portion control.
It's portion control. You know, whereas someone will get like a 2-liter bottle, we'll get like a mini.
And you know what happened? I had my whiskey last night. Remember?
You're a damn lush.
You're such a liar. You're such a liar. Don't listen to her.
Yeah, she did have her peanut whiskey.
Yeah.
Right? That is some good shit though.
Yeah.
That is really.
So I didn't
really
want to have any more tonight because we've been going to the gym more and I need to get my shit together. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see. Mo, ding poop emoji. Mo gets hypnotized and turns into a chicken. LOL. What? Arnie,
I like it.
Arnie, hello from Possum Town.
Possum
How are
Town,
you? I'm sorry
Arnie.
it's gotten a while before I got to your comment,
Yes.
Arnie.
What did he say?
Said, it sucks that Starlink doubled with global roaming fee to $400 per month. I was going to bring mine, but not now.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think that this will also be the same because if they're charging, $30 a month for this locally, it's going to be quadruple that. So it's probably going to be, I'm going to guesstimate another $120, like $100 more, maybe $120 to take a mini overseas. Probably. I don't know. It might be more because if you're paying $400 now, it might actually be more than that. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I don't know.
All right, Marcos Wason, Starlink triangulation must be better than GPS.
It's not better, but it's pretty damn close. GPS will get you down to less than 3 feet. The Starlink triangulation will get you to about 12 to 15 feet. But that's with 6,000 satellite. When we have 40,000 satellites, it's going to be better than GPS, for sure.
Incognito.
I think they're looking into that actually because
Why'd you do that?
Because our GPS satellites are vulnerable, okay, to being knocked out, and then all of a sudden our military devices now no longer have GPS is a big freaking problem. So if you have 40,000 satellites that are meshed together, you no longer have a GPS problem. Think about it, right? This is just me, conspirator.
We're like at our time limit.
We are? We're getting off? Okay, we
gotta finish up.
We're done.
We gotta finish up.
Okay, go ahead.
Incognito Labs. Anyone here remember when you had to update Adobe Flash every 15 minutes? LOL.
Yep.
Tom, crap. We are at Leeds. Hey, JC.
How you doing?
Let's see. Ashley. What's up with the software updates every now and then in the app? Should you be updating when you see it?
Absolutely. Just update all the time. That's one thing. Very rarely. They've broken things a couple of times, but for the most part, just update right away. Usually those updates are security updates or some type of patch that has to do with a problem that they're fixing. So yeah, there is a ton of updating going on right now, especially with the adaptation of the connection between your phone and the satellite, right? The direct connection. There's a lot of firmware updates going on in light of that. So keep updating.
Let's see. We have Mo. Bring it on, Satan. We can't take down our union. Okay, Mo. Skippy. Affinity Photo 2 is my best Photoshop alternative.
That's what I use. Matter of fact, Affinity, which is Serif, they actually hired me to do some training a few years back. You can actually look it up on their website. Look up JCristina, and you'll find one of my videos that I did for them specifically training people on Affinity Photo. Exactly that.
Chris E. Question. What is your substitution suggestion for Adobe?
Affinity product. Definitely. If you're looking for video, I would say DaVinci, which is Blackmagic product. If you're looking for, I can do a whole video on them. But yeah, next week. Hang in there for next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some just life after Adobe, screw Adobe content next week. I feel it.
Oh my gosh.
It feels good.
All right, hold on.
Going to be bringing it back. People need to just get rid of Adobe. They need to. And I'm going to have to teach you guys how to do it again because my videos are old now. 3-4 years old. New products are out. I think I'm going to do it.
Okay, I'm really behind here.
It's just important, I think, to get people off the Adobe train. I really do think so. These people are just nasty. They're inherently nasty, you know?
Yep.
You take your time.
It just did that
I'm trying
whole
to
thing.
stall, and you're still not.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Nothing. This thing took a shit like it does. And
all right,
now I have to backtrack.
I'm going to just read.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you're going backwards, though. I'm trying to find off where I left.
No.
No?
I'm going to bring up an email for people to look at.
What the hell does that mean?
So this is that email that I told you guys about. This email came out, so if you're new, if you just got here, this email is the email that people received, only the few out there received from SpaceX Starlink that they can actually order this mini roaming service.
Okay, I found my spot.
Do you have it?
Yes, Alan Works. Will Starlink ever be affordable for low-income people?
You did that.
Nope. Well, it was
the
asked
answer is
again.
yes. It will be. It's gonna take some time, but yes, it will be.
WJ Miles, you have thank you, WJ Miles. You
that
have
is
a beautiful
way far behind.
wife. That is I'm really behind. No, you're behind. Chris E. For about $300, they make a 3-way pump, AC 110 and 220.
Really?
And DC.
Is that a pump that is out of the ground, or is that an in the ground pump?
It's Electro-Phoenix. If you have a solar system, you will have power for your pump as long as you have the sun. I don't know.
Yeah,
Eric
mean,
said,
it's
why
possible.
not use a hand crank dynamo for backup power to
Yeah,
well?
that's
I'm
what
sure
I'm working
JC
on.
can figure it out.
That's exactly what we're working on. I have it already. Cast iron.
Yes, that's what we're trying to figure out.
But it only sucks 20 to 25 feet. That's the key.
Alan works. You need a large pressure tank for storage when the power goes out.
Yes, that is another way to go.
Oh my
A
God.
massive pressure
John
tank.
Wolf said his well is 700
Holy
feet deep.
shit.
Jesus.
I've never even
John.
heard of a well 700
Are you like
feet.
went into the Middle Earth? Holy cow.
Wow.
That's
So
wild.
here in Florida, our water is about 3 feet. That is our water level, right? So 3 feet down. So we're
You
getting
went to Middle Earth for
we're
real.
getting fresh water right around 30 feet. Our well is like 50 some feet. That's it. The deepest wells that we have around here are like 100, 130 feet. And that is it. 700 feet? Damn.
Skippy said, new Starlink slogan, dude, you got a mini.
Dude,
That's
you got
great.
a mini. I like it.
The bomb. I have one and works great. Deep well hand pump. See?
Really? Deep? Yeah, okay. How many feet does that deep well hand pump go?
Ian, what about the soft start for whole house AC? So on startup, it does draw. Couldn't help for pump.
Yeah, that could help. That can definitely help.
Tom said, careful, he might try to set your hair on fire again. He might. Oh my God, we haven't even talked about it. Don't bring it up.
Yep.
Kevin Thiel, hi guys, I'm late, but I'm here now. Happy Friday. Happy
Welcome.
Friday.
Thank you for being here.
Honey Badgers, you could split the AC power to your water pump with a switch so you can plug it into your generator if when the main power goes out, if that makes sense to
Yeah,
you.
we do that. We backwards feed our panel is what we do, and then just turn on the switches that we want. Yeah.
Alfonso said solar panel and battery and backup battery for the pump. Petrie, hi guys. Hi.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to hurry up here, Mo. Kevin, did anyone ask about Bigfoot in the bathroom tiles yet? Yes, we did, and I'm behind, so I'm sure you already heard it. John Herzl, I subscribed twice. Does that help? I hope so.
Oh my God.
Mick, good evening, people, and JFab, great to be here.
Thank you for being here.
I think Mick is keeping track of the score with, I think
good.
The Panthers were 0.
Yep. What is it?
And the other people, Oilers, were something like 3, I think.
Oh, that's not good.
Bear, I just bought a S23 plus secondhand, and that is the best mobile I have ever had.
Sweet.
Smitty, I don't even like Joseph, but my wife is hot for Fabiola, who is ridiculously hot, so I just have to deal.
You see? There you go.
Hi,
That's
Smitty.
awesome.
Kevin Thiel, doing
I don't even
good.
like myself.
Oh my God. Scott, here we go. Oilers 2, Panthers 0, 2 period.
Well, second period.
Yep.
All right. God, they need to pick it up. What the hell's the Panthers doing?
Ricky Joe, our car is crazy. We got a 2014 Dodge Avenger, and the battery is in the finder wheel. We got to jack up the car and take the front driver tire out the battery.
Oh my God.
That's a lot.
That's
Petrie,
so stupid, but
I
yeah.
feel a new invention for plasma that will crack fission.
Anything is possible.
Yes.
I've seen, in my lifetime, just think about it. I mean, we've seen some crazy ass shit. So yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible.
Ken Clark, Naples, Florida. I have 1 gig fiber and 1 gig copper for redundancy. During Ian, both went out. Phone 2 for 6 days. Just got a Gen 4 Starlink for backup. We'll drop the copper now.
There you go. Smart move. I love that because you have terrestrial internet and you have non-terrestrial internet. That's the way to go.
Mo
You're covered.
said, do Diablo JC and test it out.
Diablo? All right. I haven't played Diablo 4, but I can futz around with it. I have played, what is the, Guild Wars 2? Guild Wars 2 was one of them. A bunch of course, point and shoot type of, like first-person shooters type of thing. She just kicked me.
Mad Bataluka
Give me a
Gamer
bunch
here.
give me a bunch of games. Put them in the chat.
God, why do you start talking once I start talking?
Because I'm thinking.
Don't think.
Okay.
Finish.
Don't think. Oh,
Mad
man.
Bataluka Gamer here in 32 ms and no lag whatsoever.
That's awesome.
Ian, lead acid is more recyclable. Ricky Joe, I actually tried to open it, but then I tried to open it with a butter knife to try to part it.
You want to see something, guys? While she's reading,
Near
check that
the power
out.
button is sparked at me, but the hard drive is fried. The test couldn't find it.
Oh, that sucks.
Skippy, does Bigfoot tile have bathroom floor radiant heat? No, God.
So look at these pings, guys. 24 all the way at the top, 35, 23, 29, 25, 29, 33, 31. Look at this, 25.
Petrie said, I play games almost 30 minutes a day, never had an issue.
So these are pings that I'm getting currently, all right? And remember, I'm streaming a good amount of data, and the pings are still pretty damn good. It never was like that. I mean, look at these. These are not bad. All right, we're trying
to finish up.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Chris E. needed 12K minimum propane backup, but lithium is cheaper with solar.
Yes.
83 Jeep, ship 30 for ITF5. They have been working on the PEZ door while retiling.
Yes, I want to see that PEZ door open, and I want to see one satellite launch out for IFT5. That would be awesome.
Okay, let's see.
Guys, we're going to be done very soon.
Yes,
Any other questions? Put them in there right now.
And that is it.
Maybe 5 minutes? Maybe not. We're going to try to blow through them as quick as possible.
Yes. Again, thanks, Kevin, for reminding us. If you got a membership from Shannon, please say thank you. Sarah.
Yes, thank you, Shannon.
JC, I'm convinced Fabiola thinks you're a motorbiker. All the kickstarts she keeps giving you. What do you give back?
Yes, poop emojis.
Yep. Sarah, I'm helping him to help you.
She helps me to help you.
Arnie, hello from Possum Town. Oh, yeah, no, we read Arnie's. Sorry, because you skipped around.
Yes.
Mo said, Peter, where the hell you been, man? He's sleeping. He left. He's on vacay.
He's on vacation.
Yes.
Maybe he's here in the U.S. He left. I don't know.
Ian said, you're like Mike and Joel. He tells her jokes to wife on YouTube. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who it is.
Look it up.
Share a link.
Okay. Mo said, why did it start in 1915? Because of the whole Pratt Whitney started because of the whole Wright brothers Arrow starting the airplane thing. But it was in the late 1800s that stuff was already churning around. But for whatever reason, they decided around 1915 to start it and buy that property. And all that.
Literally buy.
Yes, it's very sus. I totally understand.
Very sus.
Sarah, sure. JC, Air New Zealand uses Pratt Whitney engines on all their planes. Everybody
there you go.
Does.
They're right up the road.
Mo said, no wonder there's crazy shit happening around your house. I'm telling you, you've no idea. I'm not.
Let me just say one thing real quick, and then I'll let her finish. Pratt Whitney, for a long time, that whole area by them, there was an entire cancer cluster. If you guys probably heard in the international news, it happened around Pratt Whitney. Why? Because they dump crazy ass shit that they shouldn't be dumping. All right. Now, of course, that's a conspiracy theory.
Yes.
They're really not doing that. Okay.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking. They don't dump anything.
Really, really late.
Yes.
And I'm sure people are tired and would like to go to sleep.
I'm tired. Hurry up. What's taking you so long tonight? Oh, God.
You are. Brett Spicer, Shannon. Cheers. Thanks a lot for that. That's awesome. Mo said he could tell us a lot of stuff about UFOs. Hold on to that for next weekend.
Definitely.
KDOLRG. I was right across the street from Pratt Whitney in Lansing, Michigan today.
So you know.
Yeah. Skippy, Apex City have cordless water hoses. Yeah.
Apex City. Yeah. I just love that.
Also, so you know it's Apex.
Apex.
APIX.
Yeah. APIX.
Yes.
And it literally, when you look it up, it says fake city.
Bear said it's not late, it's just lunchtime. Dominic, but yeah, JC can spin some wild ones. LOL, they're coming for y'all. Yes. The bomb that happens when you take acid. Oh my God. Apex City would have been the first Area 51. Yeah,
pretty much. Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
Kamikaze, I love conspiracy theory stuff. Well, because you're asking, it's not that you're straight up believing stuff, it's you're asking the questions. Like you want to find out. That's a theory. You're asking.
Conspiracy theories become conspiracy facts.
Yeah, lately.
Just years down the road.
Exactly.
Fauci.
Mo said JC knows his stuff. Welsh and Sons. Welcome to my world. Right about 87% of the time, but never believed till years later. Yes. William said full of it. Fake video channel. That's a name.
I like it.
Fake video channel. Hi, watching from Philippines. Awesome.
That's awesome. Philippines.
Kevin, have you ever seen the movie Flight of the Navigator? The spaceship is shaped like a kind of like a diamond. You know what? You're right. Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah. Okay. This is what the thing looked like. Yeah.
Mick, speaking with your hands, you are part French. It's a very Latin thing too, and Italian thing too.
Italian, Sicilian,
yes. Yeah. Mick, Jay knows.
German too.
Kamikaze, my friend says we have never got out of Leo.
Yeah, there you go.
Honey Badgers, you are full of pink poop emojis.
That's right.
William, episode of Stranger Things at the house all of the time.
All the time.
Mo, I know these helicopters, LOL. I'm moving to Florida, people. You totally should.
Yeah.
Ian, tinfoil hats, yes.
I'm gonna wear a tinfoil hat.
Can you? I'm gonna make it for you.
You do it.
You're gonna put it on next week.
I will wear a tinfoil hat. Let's do it.
Mark Allen, good day from Oz. I love it. Smash the like button, you guys. Thanks,
yes.
Welch and Son.
Do it.
Mo World Fab, you and I need to do a Nancy Drew and poke around. I am here for it. Yes.
Your ass would be arrested. You'd be gone. They don't even smell you anymore.
No, because I'm good. When I was in Israel, I had the opportunity to go on a lot of tours, private tours, and I was in it to win it. I was asking questions, and people were looking at me like, who is this person, and where is she getting this data?
And you shouldn't be asking those questions.
Yeah, no. But then the person that was doing the tour, they were so well-rounded, and they were so excited that someone was into it that they were like digging stuff and like handing it out. Whereas if someone would have asked,
like
they wouldn't
have.
It was all archaeological,
like
and
digs and
biblical
all kinds of stuff,
and all that. So, anyways,
it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was very cool.
She literally got out of Israel one day before the war started.
Not even a day. It was hours.
Half day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Janice, hey guys from Normandy. Hey Janice, y'all are looking spiffy tonight. Thank you very much. William, Dollar Tree equals now like toonie or more.
Yeah, probably about.
Ian, did you hear about the White House funding $42 billion, but nothing to maybe next year to start? Yeah, it's buffoonery.
Yeah.
Skippy, Starlink stock is going to skyrocket.
It is going. If I could have bought it 36 months ago, I would have. That's not me giving you advice, but I'm just telling you. I said it. Go back to my videos way back then. I said it. If I could buy a IPO today, I would buy it because I felt so strongly with it, and it's just exploded. And it's not going to go down. It's going to explode even more. They don't have any competition. Like I said, Jeff Bezos over there, he's not going to provide competition for 2 years at least. By then, he'll have like 100, 200, 300, maybe even 500 satellites where Elon will have like 20,000. And he'll be using his rockets because their rockets don't even freaking work. So, there's no competition. I don't like that there's no competition. Trust me. Okay, competition is everything. That's what brings prices down. So it kind of is what it is. There's just not going to be competition to SpaceX Starlink for years.
All right, I'm finishing up, you guys.
Go ahead. I am listening.
Incognito Labs, I guzzle Diet Coke. How do you do pink pup? Oh, the pink poop emoji. I don't know.
How do you do a pink poop emoji? Someone say it. Someone do it.
Honey Badgers does a lot of pink poop emojis. She knows. And so does Tom and Petrie. Just ask. They know. Let's see.
Here's some emojis that you get when you're a member. I just stuck them in there just because, just to have fun.
The Molly method. I think Starlink didn't make it right. The Mini was supposed to be a standalone dish, not adding residential. 5 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna do quicker than that. I'm just scrolling through. Mo or Lord Gray poop has returned. You know what that folks start a fight. LOL.
Shannon put in a poop emoji. I see there.
Yes.
With the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Chris E. Adobe will delete files that make you upgrade and kill older versions. They suck.
Adobe hijacks your shit and says either you click on this and agree to, I'll talk about next week.
Good night, Ian.
You either agree, or if you don't, you can't go and find your shit no more. Okay? They put your data on basically lockdown. You're hostage to them. and they can go screw themselves.
All right.
They are getting sued, and I'm happy about it.
All right.
DOJ has got them by the short hairs.
Kenneth Cushman, hey, Mr. J, is the standard residential $120 a month still unlimited, or have they changed it?
No, everything's still unlimited.
Yes. All right, you guys, I think we're going to wrap it up. If I missed stuff, I'm sorry. We'll catch it up next week.
Friday?
Next Friday.
Are we going to be here next Friday?
Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to do a live next Friday. We're going to be in Texas.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
It just depends.
Yeah.
It could be. We could be. We might be here. We might not.
Or you might do it alone. I'm going to be on baby duty.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see what ends up happening.
So,
I think we'll be able to do it,
yes.
but we'll see what happens.
I'm going to try to just go through the questions at the end of our chat here, and if I can respond to them, I will.
Yes.
Mo, thanks so much for moderating.
Yes, for being here.
And everybody else, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us in our craziness. And
all the thumbs ups, all the
support as
all
usual.
The poop
Shannon, thank you
emojis
for gifting
so
as
nice.
always.
All the gifting.
We really appreciated all the subscriptions, and if you got a subscription, a gift from Shannon, again,
say
please
thank
say
you to whoever gave you the subscription.
Sorry, I went off on my UFO Pratt Whitney tangent. I took up some time.
But you know what? I'm going to hold her to it. She needs to make me a tinfoil hat because I am going to wear.
I'm making a hat.
I'm wearing a tinfoil hat the next time. If it's next week or the following week, I'm wearing a tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
For sure.
Have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys. Many blessings to all of you.
Yes.
We will see you next week. Actually, I will see you Monday, most likely. We're going to be talking about some Adobe. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Have a great night.